Hey everybody, it's Kyle. And today I want to tell you a story about Jerry, not his real name. When Jerry was 14, Jerry liked his friends more than he liked his family. And one day on Christmas, after everybody had opened their gifts and mom and dad had spent thousands trying to make the kids happy, Jerry, who was 14 and was already had a car and was driving, I don't know how he did that, but his parents thought it was okay. Jerry said, "Hey, I want to go see my friends. Can I go to my friend's house?" And because it was Christmas and the family wanted to be together, Mom said, "No, stay here with us." Well, Jerry didn't really like his family that much. I mean, he's 14. And so Jerry kind of begged a little bit, "Please, please, I'll spend time with you later." And Mom said, "No, stay with us." Well, Jerry devised a plan. And the plan was something like this. First of all, they weren't allowed to curse in their home, which I guess most people aren't. But so he dropped the F-bomb at his mom, and all heck broke loose, as you can imagine, because he wanted to go. And there was screaming and yelling, and Dad got involved and got between them and started yelling, but they still wouldn't allow Jerry to go. So Jerry pushed it a little farther and made a move towards his mom as if he would hurt her. Well, that was the last straw. And Jerry was kicked out of his house. Wherein Jerry walked over to his friend's house and spent the day with his friend. Now, leaving his entire rest of his family in turmoil, frustrated and angry, and ruined their entire Christmas day. And Jerry was over at his friend's house having a great time the rest of the day. Now, I tell you this story because I met Jerry when he was about 24 and had been in and out of rehab a couple of times, had almost killed himself on an overdose, and was bragging about this story, about how he manipulated his family. And you might be saying to yourself, "Well, what's that got to do with me? My son is, let's say he's 11 and his name is Ricky," which is my son's name. Now it's getting personal, right? And let's say Ricky doesn't like to do his homework. And so we're doing spelling, and if he doesn't get a word right, and I say sound it out, and he doesn't want to because it's not fun, he throws the book at me and runs away. And so I get frustrated and tell him, "Come back, you're going to get your homework done today." And it becomes this turmoil thing, and I fight with him for a couple hours. And finally, when homework is done, I think, why in the world do I have to spend all day doing homework with my son if he just sit down and do it? We've tried rewarding, we've tried all these things, and he doesn't seem to understand. He's just not getting it. And I want you to notice some of the similarities there, because we start setting these patterns with our kids kind of early. And, heaven forbid, they end up like Jerry and have these real serious problems. And it doesn't always happen. But I want to caution us that, and we had to work through this too with Ricky. Ricky hated homework and didn't really understand long-term consequences, or he was really, everything he did was based on immediate rewards and immediate reactions and immediate this and immediate that, and he didn't really understand, and he still kind of doesn't. He's now 15. The ideas behind those things, because he's on the autism spectrum. Interestingly enough, Jerry wasn't. Jerry is a typical kid, but still had these kind of issues. So this video is getting a little long already, but I want to caution you to set up some things in place at a young age that allow you and allow your kids to experience happiness and fun in your home, even while they're doing things they don't like. I'll give you a couple of examples real quick. It's going to be a long video, sorry. First is Ricky loves popcorn. And I realized pretty early that if I tell him you can have some popcorn when you're done, that was too far away. So we devised this little plan called, after he finishes each problem and I sat down with him, we would make it fun by throwing popcorn in each other's mouth after each problem we solved. Now you might think to yourself, I'm not making my kid popcorn every time he wants to do his homework. And I would say, why the crap not if it works? What's the big deal? Or you might say, well, my kid doesn't like popcorn. Okay, find something he does like. Find a way to make it fun. I remember when my 9-year-old twin, who's typical, doesn't read very well, and we first started to figure that out, it was very frustrating for him. And he would run away. Well, I would chase him around the house with his homework in my hand, laughing the whole time. And he realized he couldn't get away. He realized, Dad's not going to leave me alone. He'd get up and run, and I'd chase him with his homework. And he'd go in his room, and I'd walk in there and sit down with him and put the homework down, and I'd say, we're going to get this, we're going to figure it out. And then after he got to where he realized running away didn't help, he would still be a little frustrated and angry. And so, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I devised this plan that he loves attention. And so if he got a word right, I would smack him across the face like that. And the first time I did it, he's like, I got it right. I said, I know. When you get him right, I'm going to give you a little smack. And he thought that was the funniest thing ever. And I would say, spell hello. And he would spell it, and he would look at me real close, and I'd have my hand right here. And he would get it right, and I'd go, and he would just start laughing. You know, the point is, we're going to spend time with our kids. Why not make it enjoyable, right? What if Jerry's parents had made spending time with them fun? Playing games, doing things the kids liked. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it's playing with Legos. I mean, do whatever it is to help your kids enjoy things, right? My kids help me unload the dishwasher and load the dishwasher because we do goofy crap and have fun while we do it. You can have fun while you do things you don't like. You know, you got to realize our kids don't want to do these things. There's things we don't want to do as adults, and we understand we have to. But if we didn't want to do them, if we could run away, we would too. And they can if we let them. So let's figure out a way to make things fun. Figure out something that's immediate that we can do with them, whether it's throwing popcorn in their mouth, whether it's licking the salt off salt and vinegar chips and making faces. We've done that. There's a lot of things we can do to make these things fun and enjoy the time we sit down with our kids. I still have to sit down with Jack, my wife or I, for half an hour or an hour every day and do homework with him. He still hates it, but he loves the attention, and he loves knowing that when he gets home, my wife or I, or whenever we do our homework with him, we'll give him our full attention. We'll sit there with him. We'll work through it with him. We'll smile. We'll tell jokes. We'll have fun. And that's what we want to do. Make things fun. You can do it. If you don't know what to do, look it up on Google. How to make homework fun. And try things. Figure out things that'll make your kids happy while they're doing work. It's not that hard to do. You'll find something they love. And when you do, homework will take a lot less time. There will be immediate rewards for these kids. And they'll start to realize that they can have fun as they do these things. My kids have started doing things on their own sometimes that are fun while they work or while they do things they don't particularly want to do. So hopefully that's helpful. Have a great day. If you want to know how to do some of this stuff in detail, we have an insiders group. You're welcome to join us. Click on the link or just put in the comments you want to know more. I'll send you a link and we'll tell you how to join. So we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.